Who smells guilty? But I didn't. I don't know what
Oh,
that was.
you did. You did it. You did it. You did it. No, yes, you did. You did it.
I'm on the fence with this cheese. I don't know if I'm gonna try the can, the big 5-gallon.
Oh God! Don't try that big thing. That's just gross.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
You don't know how you feel about what?
This cheese. I'm still on the fence.
Yeah, but you get that big falling thing. What are you gonna do with it? You're not gonna eat it all at one time, right? Hello, Bonnie.
I want you to stop talking.
I want you to stop talking. Sorry, Bonnie. Me and my husband are going on about cheese. The Sunday night, and that's all we have left to do. Hello, Echo. Oh, that smells good.
Drink it then.
I'm not going to drink it. It's Lysol. My husband's being very difficult today. Unitonka. Uni, I love you. I can't do it. Tell him to try the canned chicken at Walmart. No, he got, all right, so we're having nachos, right? Oh, I'm sorry, Uni. I didn't know you were going to go live. This ain't going to be long. It's going to be
There
like.
you go, stepping on people's toes.
No, it's not going to be long. Because I'm going to watch Victoria on PBS or Sister Wives. I can't make up my mind. I probably should stick with Victoria since I would learn something. So I don't know. And I did mean when I say Unica, that I think you're going to be a very important part of this community. And I think you're going to find that people have been where you are now, and people will be, somebody that's further along in the process as you. We're nice. That's all I've said. We don't. I told you on Twitter, give us a chance. Just give us a chance. Hey, Mel. Hey, my little Mel. I haven't talked to Mel all day, but I did talk to her yesterday. I have so many notes on my love after lockup and RuPaul's. Well, I don't have any notes on RuPaul. But what I need to do is learn how to screen share so we can go over the runway looks. And one day I'll figure out how to do that. Well, that's good, Uni, because let me tell you, some of us are, I just say we're dysfunctional. And I think last night somebody had some kind of stream. I can't remember her name. Where she was, I don't, was she giving out diplomas? I don't know. She was doing something. I can't really remember her name. Yes. Oh my God, Mel. Except for I have not been able to catch the scenes for next week, because every time I would go in to watch the show on we.com, it would say, you register with your cable company, and it would say registered, you're in, watch it, and then it would never let me watch it. So I didn't get to see the previews for next week. There you go, man. We fight and make up. You don't know. Uni is wonderful. I love her. Well, I don't know if I've gotten a diploma as well from that. That I cannot recall her name. So any further ones are just, I don't need them. But Latrice is back on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I am over the moon. My Latrice is back. Yes. I'm watching look, I haven't watched these Sister Wives in a minute, right? And I'm watching this countdown to the season. Yes, Latrice. We need Aunt Mimi to share her crafting skills. We need a lot of stuff. We need a lot of stuff. I was so happy Latrice was back. I hope next week she's not in the bottom two, so because they will send her right the hell back out, and that just I would do it too. Hey, Blue Boo, the Sister Wives people freak me out too. Hey, Stewie, the Sister Wives people absolutely freak me out, and one DJ. Love Latrice is back, but I don't think Naomi and Gia would lip sync was the best. I think Gia should have been brought back by that performance. You know what? You are now, DJ. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. I don't like Gia. Okay. Hey, Lori. Oh crap. I don't like Gia at all. But she really did. Latrice is back, Cal. Yes, sir. What Naomi Smalls did was just kind of, I mean, it was Shane Mandel. Oh God, is somebody starting that shit? I don't like G either, but she really did. She really did, DJ, and I'm gonna agree with you on that. And was Naomi Smalls memorable only because she kept doing that backwards thing, which don't get me wrong, was amazing. But Gia was working that entire effing runway, front, back, and both ends of it. I love you too, Blue. And I agree with that, Kyle, that Gia is trans. And I agree with that as well, that maybe, and I hate to be like that, but, she's taking hormones instead, that are changing her body, her voice, her whatever. We look at Trinity the Tuck, who's got plastic in her that makes her, him look more like a woman. But I mean, the Tuck. Yeah, I know they can be. I know that they can. Hey, Susie, love. Now, Susie and I are going to be covering Celebrity Big Brother. Here comes my girls. 1, 2. Look at my shoe. They're in here. Susie and I are going to be doing Big Brother Celebrity Edition. And we got to get together, Susie, and get that ready. Because it comes on tomorrow? I think it comes on tomorrow. Sass.
Hello.
We are Iridium. What? Have we lost Iridium already?
Iridium, are you muted?
Are you muted, Iridium? My gosh. Kyle just killed my drag queen dreams. Okay, so tomorrow, we can do it tomorrow, Susie, or we can do it Monday. It doesn't really matter because I've just realized we're not going to have a 90-Day Fiance to talk about. Morning,
No.
Excuse me. Can y'all hear my husband and my son and they're watching the playoffs?
Yes.
Vaughn, you're yelling like a girl.
Something exciting just must have happened.
No, I said that we're going to. What?
You said we could go live tomorrow, Monday.
Oh, tomorrow, Monday, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it is.
That's okay. I don't want to steal your thunder tonight.
All right, hold. Oh, Mr. 681 said he ain't going to steal my thunder tonight. What? He just told Yes, tomorrow is Monday. I know that.
Hello?
So tomorrow, Susie, we're going to
There
have
you
fun.
are.
Oh, okay.
Iridium.
There you are, Iridium.
Thank God. I'm having technical problems. Apparently, I had to push a button.
I have
Figure
got
out.
a page and a half of notes on Love After Lockup.
I have notes too. Oh.
However, we have got to really quickly.
Uh-oh.
RuPaul's Drag Race. Those, I know some of you don't watch it, but I got to cover it. Latrice is back. We lip sync for our lives. And they were all, it was four 4 queens that were kicked off against the 4 queens that were back, and it was amazing. It really was. It was amazing. And Latrice is back, and thank you. I didn't like her outfit, but whatever. And once I learned how to screen share, which has been a year now, I don't know what I'm. Hold on, my sinuses, here they go. I'm sorry. When I learned how to screen share, Trailer Park guy is mad at Latrice. You tell me why right now. Trailer Park is mad at Latrice. Why? I'm waiting. I know, DJ. They were some epic lip syncs. They really were. She's not good anymore. What do you mean? All right, hold on. What do you mean, boy? What do you mean, man? What? All right, so she even said on Twitter, I'll tell you that. On Twitter, she said yesterday or today that people have said that she's changed. And she's saying that she hadn't changed.
I think she's changed.
I think she's fun. Yeah, I mean, look, Latrice's, Lacey's channel. Hey, Lacey. Hey, Lipstick. You don't ever catch. Oh, well, I'm live now. Yeah, you caught us. This is good. We're going to talk about our trash TV. I think that she has. She hasn't stuck out this season. You're probably right about that. No, you're probably. I love her. And I don't ever count. People who do when they do the All Stars. If you notice, none of them queens count the first one, because remember they were in teams and it was kind of just effed up. And Latrice, I love her. And Manila is my pick to win. But I think it's going to be hard as hell to beat Trinity, because Trinity has got her eye on the prize. She sucks and deserved to go home. I saw her live. Oh, really? So Trailer Park says she doesn't put on a good live show. We're going to have to go with him. I've never seen her live, so, but you know what, Trailer Park, if she doesn't, like next week, if she doesn't win, then she'll go right back out the door and we can get on with this. So, and that's really all I have to say about that until I learn how to screen share, because I don't know how to do it. So I am sorry, I don't. And every time I think I'm going to learn how to do that today, and then I don't. All right, can we just please go right into Love After Lockup?
My goodness.
I know we didn't spend any time on RuPaul's, and I'm sorry, but I think the epic Manila and Trinity, and I don't know who's going to win that. That's all I'm going to say. Now we're going to go into the train wreck we know as Love After Lockup.
So good. So good. Is this not the trashiest TV that we have available to us? This is why it cannot go away.
Yes.
This is why they need seasons to fill in the gaps between seasons.
So I have an idea. I have an idea about that.
Trailer Park, next week you will be on panel with us to discuss it. 7 o'clock Sunday. All right, next Sunday. Clear your schedule.
Absolutely.
All right. And we'll go in and we'll cover more, because by then I promise I'll learn how to screen share. Even though every time I do, I'm usually end up somewhere in North Korea.
You know what? Iridium and I can figure out how to do it, and then we'll walk you through it.
Like, somebody needs to, because everybody that I know that does it, I'm mad at, so they ain't gonna do it. So I need.
And then walking you through it, you'll actually learn how to do it by doing it. So then you'll know how to do it.
Okay. Yes, Susie, Trailer Park guy. Trailer Park loves Big Brother too. Trailer Park, you've just been hired. BB.
Ooh.
RuPaul.
So he's gonna be So he's going to be on for RuPaul for Big Brother and.
I don't know if he watches. I don't think he watches. Trailer, do you watch Love After Lockup? And I'll have God, and you're gonna hate my guts if we make you watch it because you're just gonna.
No,
It's the best show ever.
It is the best show. If you're hating the person because they gave you something you love so much, you can't live without it after that.
It's like loving somebody even though they gave you herpes.
Yeah, no,
because nobody likes herpes.
No, exactly. Love After Lockup is delicious. It is so good. So good.
We'll work it out, Trailer Park. Don't worry. You're going to be on there. You're going to be on here next week. So 7 o'clock next Sunday. If you got something to do, stop it.
Shannon, we want to start with Matt and Caitlin because they're the most boring.
All right. I'm not even going to go, for 6 seconds. Marcelio, whatever, and Britt. Why were they even in the show?
I don't know.
Why were they what?
I don't know why they were on the show. She got to eat fruit and talk about her 3-year-old son, and he's bad. Hey, Michelle. Oh, Michelle Lennon's going to do our movies with us. So, all right, we got.
They gave us a little filler of Marcelino and what's her face because next week they're bigger.
I guess. I just thought, why are y'all on my TV
what do you mean? What does that mean? They're bigger.
They have a bigger thing that happens next week. Remember, they get that big to do, and he walks off, and she's like, "Don't be like that." And he's all, "No, fuck this," or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So he's gonna probably meet a son and a girlfriend. Ginger, hi.
I didn't.
You've never seen.
I don't know about this.
Oh, that's coming. That's on That's on the preview for next week.
Okay. Maybe I don't get the preview because I watch it on Amazon. They do that to me with.
I don't get the previews either.
Yeah.
When I watch it on, so I'll have to do.
Okay. So you guys, you might not know about this, but WeTV does little tidbits on the internet that they do not do on the TV.
I'll have to go look.
Ginger, you're gonna.
So if you go to their channel, they have like deleted scenes. So then you can see like little. They're like a minute and a half, so it isn't much. But for Love After Lockup, a minute and a half can give you a lot. Nobody laughed at that. I'll just entertain myself over here in the corner.
I appreciate what you said there, Lip Gloss. I really do. Thank you. I'm not real worried about them. Really, I'm not. I don't give them a second thought.
We're here to talk about shows.
And we're just gonna laugh and
we're laughing about shows. That's it.
I mean, Ginger has never watched.
Ginger, you have to watch
it. Lip Gloss Kitten. If you've never watched it, you've got to.
You've got to.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, we're gonna talk. I talked about that last week. Hey, Blue Jeans.
You guys, we should tell the chat, if anyone hasn't watched it, it's okay. You'll laugh anyway with just us talking about it. But when you see it, then it will be even funnier. And then you could come back next week and tear it up in the chat.
Yeah, because you're going to think we're kidding or lying or embellishing something, and we're not. We probably
no, we're not.
The spin it needs. So you're going to think.
Yeah, we aren't even going as deep as you can go. And there are so many different channels that do this on YouTube that do the Love After Lockup analysis, but they all go in different directions. So some of them do like serious analysis of like, what's going to happen? What's this? We just laugh at them.
Oh, so you can watch them on. There's some of them are on YouTube. If you have the We channel, they're on there. And Trailer Park Guy. I was talking last week about her being in Rent and what a huge part she has, and I wish her well. I can't wait to watch it, and I hope she does well. But it's on the We channel, but it's also you can watch it on YouTube. And you're not gonna believe
Oh, and we should tell the chat for those that haven't watched it, but if you're a 90 Day Fiance fan, it's the same producers that show. And this show is based on people who love people getting out of prison. And most of them have met online, and they're either engaged or they're going to be, or married even, because Shannon, what's her name? Sarah and Michael are married.
Does anyone? I don't watch that. No, I don't watch that. I can't stand Mama June. All right, so we've agreed that. All right, Marcelio and what's her face? What
Brittany.
the hell?
Marcelino, Brittany, yeah.
The fruit.
All right, so yeah, let's do.
All right, I had
They're
one
both
serious comment.
Yeah, I have one too after you.
Okay. So my one, their segment was somewhat boring. My one serious comment is Brittany is, she she does not seem to she acts like she doesn't understand why her ex-girlfriend is confused about where their relationship might go. She's like, I just think she's delusional. She just isn't facing reality when it comes to my relationship with Marcelino. While she's sending her mixed messages, calling her when he's not there, having her come to the hotel. And I used to feel sorry for her. She has such a weird lack of expression when she is talking about, for example, about Amanda. And she is clearly, to me, manipulating this lady, right? Who seems to really care about her. And she just acts like, gosh, I just don't know why she is delusional about this. Well, she's stringing her along. So I don't like Brittany anymore.
All of them are entitled. All of them act entitled, and I don't understand it.
Okay, so
none of them act entitled.
I have a thought about that, okay? Just so that everyone kind of understands the mindset of someone coming out of prison. These people who are picking them up and stuff seem to think that they don't have any residual effects that will be going on when they come out. And that's not the case. What I wanted to say about Marcelino and Brittany, that's part of Brittany's manipulation. That's part of her tactics, is to be the doe-eyed, I don't know what's going on. I don't see it. I just don't see it. That's part of her manipulation tactic. But all of these people coming out of prison have CPTSD. Okay, so PTSD with additional symptoms, the way that people would get in concentration camps, etc. Prison is meant to extinguish does extinguish your sense of safety, all of that, because of where you are. So when they come out, they're in that mindset. And it's the same, they're going to be a lot more selfish. They're going to be easily startled. They're going to be easily angered. What's going on? And the people picking them up and their families really don't approach them with that kind of understanding, number one. But number two, the inmates themselves have they look at the world like they're coming out and doing combat. Like Brittany is the ninja. She's the one manipulating everyone under the guise of being so innocent and just fine and just whatever. Whereas Matt is the combatant that comes out and goes, I'm going to do everything the way I want. Don't tell me what. No.
Yeah, because it's worked out so well for him in the past.
They don't care about the results. They care about the moment. They don't look at the future. They don't look into now Brittany's different. Brittany is doing a long game. She's doing manipulation for the long haul. She came out wanting to have security and wanting it all nailed down. She's not flying by the seat of her pants. She's sticking with what she knows she can count on and have her kid in her life and stuff like that. She's doing it for the long journey. Matt is just day by day. He doesn't even know what he's
look.
doing. He's
When his mama, no, when Caitlin woke up at the crack of 11 and went to find him in the backyard and a piece of shit chair that I kept hoping would break, sucking down Corona and going, pretty early for that.
While the mother is folding her underwear that she has laundered.
Well, she said we could go put clothes away. When he said, "What do you want to do?" Well, that took 9
well,
seconds.
now can we
Ain't no other woman doing my damn underwear.
Can we
we
pause
gotta-
really quick about the whole laundry thing?
Yeah.
Can we pause really quick about the whole laundry thing? The mom says, I'm not their maid, as she's being their maid.
Oh, yeah, I caught that.
She could easily take the clothes wherever they're putting them. I don't know if they're putting them in the kitchen or something, like do my laundry or whatever's going on. If she's going in and picking them up, I can't. That's just she's creating her being their maid and then complaining about it. Caitlin, number one, but that's a side issue now. The mom is so enabling that we see her doing the laundry but complaining about it, when really what she should have done is taken those clothes and just thrown them back all over the room. But she gives them to him all folded and stuff. Matt, my laundry in prison, I'll clean, but it's not folded. At home, I get it folded, so I think it's better.
I'm sorry, look at Mel. Melissa. And this is exactly what I thought. Sitting in a bunch of weeds drinking. And then he was out there, because I even wrote down. It was like broke ass Matt and Caitlin, mom doing laundry. Then I put Matt drinking at 11 a.m. But Caitlin got up at the crack of 11, and that they're basically children. And then I put Matt playing in the backyard when he was
with his beer. He's out playing in the backyard with his beer.
Then she comes out, get in the wheelbarrow. We're running. My cousin Troy and I used to do that shit when we were like 8. See how far we could get to go. I've never in my life, when he was out there with that fucking thing playing in the backyard.
So Caitlin then, while the mother is complaining about them not doing anything and folding, Caitlin's underwear. Caitlin's like, Matt's so lazy. Matt isn't doing anything. I want Matt to be like a go-getter, like he's going to suddenly turn into like Michael Douglas from that Wall Street movie, right? He's going to be a go-getter and make $1 billion. She's going to be some kind of Prince Charming coming out of the slammer. But she's not doing anything. She could help with the laundry. She could at least fold her underwear, but she won't even do that. She's as bad as he is. She won't go get a job. She's between jobs. Sorry.
She's and she is.
Excuse me.
So she moved. So we know she moved. She's 32. Okay, she's 32.
She's getting on.
She moved from her mom's house to his mom's house. And she's 32.
Can we remember when she was? I mean, she lived with that woman, and then last week act like she hadn't seen that woman in 25 years when she was late to the Howard Johnson's to get some coffee or the Denny's or whatever. And I'm thinking you left her house 4 days ago. What in the world are you doing?
She was looking for love online.
Yeah. So we have this young woman who's 32 who worked before at some point. So she has a previous position that she left, but moved from her mom's house to his mom's house, is having the woman do her laundry, etc., rather than waking up early in the morning and be cleaning the house with breakfast made for the mom when she gets up, which should be happening. And by role model, lead this 12 felony man that she is in love with. What skills does he have other than felonies? I don't even know that he's ever had a job, right? He's been in prison.
Doing that yard work in the back? Why are you even asking that?
It looked like he was trying to cut weeds with he looked like he was trying to cut weeds with a golf club.
I think
You guys,
It wasn't
I
even a
didn't know.
machete. What was that?
I thought it
I
was
didn't
a
know.
paintball.
You guys,
I'm in the
you guys, you guys, I didn't even know that he was actually doing a job. He looked like a little kid swinging a golf club in the backyard.
He wasn't doing a job. He was swinging a golf cart and a golf club in the backyard at Dandelions. Dandelions. Whoosh.
He looked like he was just aimlessly swatting at weeds, like a bored kid out in a
Yes,
field
Yeah,
somewhere.
he was
He didn't
swinging
look
in
like
the
he was
backyard.
actually doing anything that he was supposed to be doing as a job.
And then when that hooker came out there and got in a wheelbarrow, and they were oh, fucking hell.
Well, and then
I'm
he
gonna put
tips
that
her
mom
over.
yelling
She,
at the back
you know,
door and-
she had
Yeah.
bruises from what? What did you just say?
I said if I was his mom, I'd open that door and say, "You two can do something. Stop playing in the
If I,
wheelbarrow. Get grounded."
if I,
She
If
is
I were-
worried. In that little, there was a clip that must have been during a commercial break that wasn't scenes from next week, but they had an exchange, Caitlyn and the mother, where
Oh.
Caitlyn's like, "Oh, I want him I want him to change, but I'm worried." And the mother's like, "If you make any demands on him at all, he'll run away." So that's why she's not doing it. She knows that it'll just quicken the time until he goes back to meth and then prison.
yeah,
Well,
but
I mean,
she is saying things to him even now, but she's being passive aggressive by it. She's outside and she's like, "So this is what we're going to do today. So this is what you're going to do." You know what I mean? She's trying to mention it, even though her mom's like, "Don't mention it. He'll run away." So, and of course someone has to, because if he's just left to his own devices, he'll do nothing.
he'll play
In fact,
the
he'll probably,
backyard.
yeah, but what skills does he really have? He's had 12, the longest he's been, I should finish the sentence for the chat. He has 12 felonies. The longest that he's been out of prison before this is what, 8 hours or something? Right,
Yeah.
guys?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. It wasn't even
So
that long.
I don't know
well-
what she was expecting when he gets out of prison. What is he skilled to? What job can he really do?
Like when they were
Teach
getting
golf.
when they yeah. Do weed just use some like natural weed eater because his form was good. I mean, he just need a little thing on the end. Even when they got in, like when the Uber showed up, she was like, "You've never been in an Uber before. You've never been driven before," and he was only in the back of a cop car. So she knows he's never been in an Uber. I got it. He's been out of jail for 37 years.
I laughed at that comment from him because if you have read any of the news online about him, he's been back in trouble twice for crashing her truck twice.
Yeah.
Since I guess the show has gone on. So see, at least he has some sense. He knows he should not be driving.
Exactly.
Well,
I mean,
can we mention really quickly Caitlyn's dress, if we could call it that, with the postage
wait a
stamp
minute.
that she wore the dress?
I have a comment.
That was a shirt? Wasn't that a shirt? That is not a dress. That was a shirt. And
Yeah,
she
I
was
said
wearing
her
it as a dress.
Her dress, classy? Question mark. I don't even know what the fuck I meant by that.
That dress was
She
so
has-
tacky, Tracy wouldn't have worn it.
Well, okay, so it was maroon. Remember, it was maroon, and it came down probably an inch past her crotch. Like,
Yeah, she looked like a sausage.
mm-hmm.
Them hot, like the little red hot sausages. Yes, she did. A little black shirt and it was
Well, and
just,
she's got a cute little figure, but she does not dress herself up at all. She dresses herself like some of the children that I've seen that are like 4 years old who decide they want to pick something in their closet and wear it. It doesn't matter how it looks on them. They've had the shirt since they were 3, and they love that shirt, and you're just never going to get rid of it until it splits its
Melissa
seam.
calls her olive oil. Melissa calls her olive oil.
It's her olive oil.
Yeah, Melissa does not like Caitlyn, and she just calls her olive oil.
Slutty olive oil.
I'm sorry. All right, so all right. When I got to the restaurant, oh, this was hilarious. And the little waiter, he's thinking, "Oh, this is my big break."
That
Hello,
poor.
okay,
Oh God.
I don't want to want. I just got out of prison. He was like, "Oh, okay, we'll have a look at it, and I'll come back later." He probably went to the kitchen and said, "Oh, fuck me. Here we
The
go."
look they showed the look on that guy's face. That soft, that gentle looking waiter was
Yeah.
like, "Oh God, okay."
He
I
was
don't
like,
know. I don't know why some people feel the need to announce things like that. Like,
Me neither.
I have this, Bonnie, you're exactly right. It's trash. Here's what I wrote. I think it's funny. I said, why do these people have to add the phrases, we met in prison, we got married in prison, I just got out of prison.
you don't need to
Uh,
tell everyone.
I've
The,
never,
you know, if you're really setting yourself in a certain light when that's your remark. You know, when that's what you want to tell people about yourself.
and she was trying to teach him how to eat those hot balls and to use the or the the
The little
appetizer.
appetizer plate.
And then
Shannon, last time you called him feral, didn't you? I think
oh,
that
he's
was
a
you.
feral human.
You
Yes,
were right. His mother, he doesn't even know how to eat at a restaurant. He didn't have to learn at a nice restaurant. It could have been,
Okay.
a
Okay.
Denny's or something. He doesn't know, no napkin, no, he's just eating cheese balls. He wants to eat them with his hands.
sticks it in his
Kate,
fucking mouth like he doesn't
Okay.
know it's just been in oil.
But
You idiot.
idiot, you guys, you have to remember he's had 12 felonies. The longest he's been out of prison is 8 hours. You can't teach someone about hors d'oeuvres
But no,
and special
the
plates
first
in 8 hours.
the first felony was not when he was a fetus, though. He had some years with this mother where I would think, would teach him how to chew with his mouth closed and not just grab food off the table like Helen Keller and shove it in his mouth.
Can we mention to put that now?
Can we mention what?
Because it's tooth hole. You're
Yes,
all right.
the food.
She's
That's
telling
not
him to put the now. And she said, "Well, you need to in case something comes out of your tooth hole." Yeah,
Yes.
that bottom
Oh,
tooth.
I couldn't. Oh my
That-
God, the tooth hole.
No.
Oh
That
my
isn't
God.
I mean, that is a good reason for putting a napkin on your lap. Although if food shot out of his tooth hole, it would probably hit Caitlin. So she needs to wear a napkin.
Here's
She's the
what I
one
want
who's
to know.
under fire.
Here's the question, lady. The question. Here's the question.
I'm imagining her eating with a napkin in her tucked in her chest and a paintball helmet.
What I want to know is, like, she said this in the middle of a restaurant after they've been together for like a week. Has food come out the tooth hole, and that's why she's mentioning it now?
Maybe it's a problem.
Or is she afraid it's going to come out the tooth? It seems to me like she was pretty positive something was going to pop out of that thing.
Well,
Yeah.
and again, she's being super passive aggressive because she took him to find out about the tooth and getting the tooth replaced.
That's
And to
right.
him, it's not a big deal. And to her, it is. So she keeps pointing it out, but she's so concerned about the tooth hole and its appearance. But she wears that dress that used to be a shirt when she was in high school.
Oh my God. And
You know what I mean? It's not a dress.
$133. I noticed that bill. And I'm like, where are you? I mean, I'm sure they didn't have, well, they might have had mixed dress, but they got the piping hot cheese balls that dummy didn't know was hot. Stuck them right in his damn mouth.
That was the Pacific Grill. That's the restaurant they ate at.
Yeah, I'm sure they
It was a
closed
nice restaurant. It was a nice restaurant.
It wasn't
bad.
Jesus Christ. Tooth hole. Yeah, Mimi, I
expensive.
ain't never going to stop with that. When she said that, I fell in the floor.
I can tell you right now that they got surf and turf.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
really?
oh,
How do you-
that might.
Was that on sarcasm?
No,
Because
I
they're-
just by the amount of the bill and that
Oh.
they're at a seafood restaurant, they got lobster.
Okay. I was thinking that, okay, that makes more sense because
Oh,
that's
his
kind of a high
mother's
bill
credit
for
card,
cheese
though.
balls.
Yeah, and
Oh,
they weren't
that's
hammered.
right.
Oh, his mom's credit card.
The
Who the-
credit card. Yeah.
Why do your mom gives you a credit card and you two are gonna eat lobster and she's folding your nasty drawers at home?
Terrible.
I think
That's what
not.
I'm saying
No.
about the mom.
Oh, these
That's
two
where the
are.
mom, when they were out in the backyard and they couldn't find anything to do, if I was the mom, I would have taken all that laundry and thrown it all out on the grass and said, now you guys have something to do.
Yeah,
I would have. I would have taken all that laundry and thrown it all out on the grass so that they have to rewash it and refold it. And if they don't rewash it and they just wear it, it itches them like crazy. I would do that.
Something got to be done. But you don't hand your credit card. I would say, y'all go and get some lobster. Caitlin should have known better.
Well,
Taylor
because both of them. He should not be saying, you're not going to take my mom's money and go out on a date, Caitlin. No, we're not doing that. But that would be a regular person. Caitlin also should be saying, if we're going to go out on a date, we can do something that's not so upscale. We're using your mom's money. I don't think so.
No.
Right.
But neither one of them, they're all like, what to do? Well, Caitlin, all of a sudden, now she's at a place where she gets her laundry done and she gets food and she gets taken out. What does she have incentive to do anything else?
Mel said if she'd have thrown him out in the yard, he'd never have found him. Unless he was weed whacking with the damn golf club. He wouldn't have found him in that damn backyard. And no telling what have been in him.
Mel just said they would have just screwed in the weeds anyway.
Yeah, really. John and what's her name? Is it John even his name? We didn't have them this week. Lizzie and Scott. We didn't have Lizzie and Scott.
Yeah, we had a little clip. There was a snippet of them, wasn't there? There was a Lizzie and I had notes on them. Lizzie and Scott had a little. Where are my notes? I'm looking.
Where are your notes on Lizzie and Scott?
Well, I didn't write it down, but I saw a clip where he asked her to marry him. And I swear I wrote this down because here it is. Scott asks Lizzie to marry him. Lizzie says, get up, Scott. Very nice purple coneflower in the shot. I noticed the flowers. It was a really pretty location, but yeah, she's like, get up, Scott.
Bonnie says that's another reason why they are both trash. Applebee says 2 for $20. They could have done that right.
And got cheese balls.
Right, Bonnie, you just nailed it. And if the tooth would have fallen out of his tooth hole, I mean, that's just my favorite. Next time one of my grandsons loses a tooth, I'm going to be talking about his tooth hole.
I've never heard of anybody say tooth hole.
I have never either. And can we talk about how it's right in the middle?
It's right.
It's one tooth that's missing and it's right. It's not off to the side like he has two there. It's like an extra tooth or something that was in the middle. It's in the very middle. On the bottom.
Braces would have cost. Getting braces and pulling them together would cost less than putting a damn tooth in there, I think, probably. But.
Oh my goodness, that's a good fix. You got to tweet Caitlin.
Oh, I should, right? Caitlin, look into Donna's darling.
So Shannon, have you made contact with any of these people? You were going to look them up on Twitter. I found one Twitter.
On Instagram. She was going to look them up on Insta.
Yeah, I did. I found a couple, and I was gonna put it. A lot of them are quiet right now while the show's running, which pisses me off.
Sarah's not,
and I guess because Clint was on there talking to who is it?
Joanna.
Joanna.
Jonna from season 1. Jonna.
Yeah,
he was on there talking to Jonna.
He was running his mouth, and they locked him down.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure they'll become active as soon as. I hope it doesn't wait. That we got 10 shows left.
Yeah, but Sarah and Megan were, but Megan's not anymore. So maybe they shut her down. But they're not shutting Sarah down.
Yeah, can we talk about that in a minute? I
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
so look when he wanted to dine and dash, she actually got up and was going to do it. Did
Yep.
you? And I'm thinking, oh, classless.
When him saying it and even him doing it wouldn't be a surprise to me because
wouldn't.
he had been out of prison for about 3 days, and to him that is like 5 years or something of like time because he's never been out of prison for longer than 8 hours.
But this
But
is how stupid she is.
when he took her arm and he pulled her and she was actually going to go, I was like, oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're so dumb. You're one of those
Well,
girls that's
one,
going to be like, he got arrested and now I got arrested too because I was with him. Like,
not only
you're an
was
idiot.
she gonna do it, I was like, you left a fucking film crew in there. They're gonna know where you live.
I didn't even think about that part.
I mean, she didn't either. She was like, oh my god. Well, what is the film crew gonna start running? And all of them gonna dive into the damn
No, because they didn't get any food.
exactly. And I'm thinking to myself, Caitlin, why are you doing this? Is a film? They're gonna. I think the waiter is gonna look over at the film and go, do you know where could we find? That's what
Well,
got me.
obviously, they had to, in order to get permission to have the film crew in there, probably, and tell them, they told them, we're coming in with these people, blah, blah, blah. We're going to just be filming a TV show. So they had to disclose some information of who the TV crew were.
Exactly. I don't think that the whole film crew would have went, we don't know. It was just stupid. Go on, stupid cat wanting to get up and go over there. Sorry. All right. Okay.
And once again, this episode, Matt talked about how much he loves meth.
He did.
It's probably a
is
bad
not-
sign.
He does love his
Okay, I must not have paid attention to that part or blocked it out.
Oh,
What did he say?
I
he
love
said his
this.
most favorite time is right before he goes to jail.
Yes,
But
he loves
that
the
like that's his favorite time.
favorite time when he is
Oh, yeah.
consuming. I don't know what you do with meth. Do you smoke it?
I think you can smoke it,
You-
snort it, and shoot it.
All right.
Yeah,
So he
right.
is he's got some meth going in somehow, and he isn't yet in prison. And that's his
That's why he
favorite
said he
time
loves
in his
adrenaline.
life.
He loves adrenaline, and that's why he's so in love with meth. And his favorite time is when he's getting ready to go to jail. I guess that means when he's on meth and acting a effing fool.
Okay, I have a side question from the comment. Okay, so illustrate to me, is he saying it in reference to, this is my favorite time that I'm out of prison and I'm just out of prison doing what I want and I love being here with you, Caitlin?
No.
I wish I was doing drugs because that's even more fun than this could be?
No, he did this in the he told her that he was an adrenaline junkie. But in this little confessional where he's sitting there in front of the camera, he said meth got a pull. I mean, he mentioned again his love for meth. Never as he said, I'm never gonna touch it again. If that's he just his eyes lit up and he said, yeah, meth got quite a pull.
Oh, what a treat. I didn't see this part. So I get to watch it after we get done.
Why doesn't he try
those two morons?
He should try something else, like jumping out of a plane, I think.
Or give him some freaking Ritalin or something wrong with him.
Well, it's not the adrenaline that's getting to him. It's actually meth, which when you're an addict, then you're hooked on meth and that's your dopamine. You know, that's where you get that dopamine hit. So it won't be the same to replace it with some people can do that. They can translate like racing cars to jumping out of planes to whatever. But he has done the go crazy, do meth, and go to prison. That's been his life for we don't even know how long.
Fucking Melissa, you are not right. You read her comments, she ain't right. I swear she's not right. Yeah, she did look devastated, Bonnie. And all right, I'm trying to talk about them. We got to go to Michael, Sarah, and Megan. OMG, F you, oh no. Oh no. So we greet our happy couple as they're going into the just gold or got shop to get themselves some wedding bands.
Going into,
Mike-
you kind of cut out, Shannon. They're going into the jewelry store and they're looking at wedding rings.
At wedding rings. And what is the first thing she says? Married him in prison.
Wait, for everyone who's not watched the show yet, we'll catch you up a little bit. They're already married. They got married in prison. We're talking about Sarah and Michael. They got married when Michael was still in prison so that he could have parole where Sarah lives with because they have a child together. They've been together since before he went to prison, not to be confused with his current fiance, Virgin Megan, who he also has been having a relationship with and is having one on national TV.
And is engaged to her because he asked her to marry him while he was in prison.
Yes, and she doesn't know about Sarah, obviously, and she's a virgin, and she's going to lose her virginity to Michael the felon that she thinks she's engaged to, who's married to someone else, actually.
He gonna steal that like a felon. That virginity. Say we have stupid Sarah picking out their stupid wedding bands, talking to that stupid woman. We got married. Here's Sarah. Oh, we got married, so I need some. We're gonna do it all over again. And that woman was like, God, not more of you. So he picks out his wedding band. She picks out her setting because he said.
Can we talk too about the fact that it was a couple $1,000 and how does he doesn't even have a job and what is she doing? I don't know where.
She said, "What's the budget?" He said, "No budget."
Because he doesn't have any money.
No, he does. I bet he really does. I bet he has money from his goings on.
Something going on because he said
his goings money from his goings on.
What do you call it? It's criminal activity.
Yeah, she's a waitress.
Oh my God. It was just so funny. Him.
So he says no budget. And then he even slides the ring on her hand. And they're like, but he knows he's going to pick a fight with her in a car because he's got Megan coming in hot from damn wherever.
Yeah, and we're not there yet, but he made all these plans for Megan and arranged all this stuff, so he knows he has to be there. So he already is pre-planning this whole entire thing that they go and look at rings, and she's all excited and thinking that, oh, look at, he's buying me a ring. He loves me so much. And in his head, he's like, I gotta strategize this fight so that I can dump this girl at her apartment and go meet Megan.
And he does a masterful job of it. First, what is he saying? He got mad because what does a ring even mean? Everybody does ring. What is it getting? I don't even know what that means. I mean, she just
So he starts the fight by saying he doesn't want to wear a ring. And then she's like, why did we just went and looked at rings. Everyone that's married wears a ring. And he's like, that's just to say that, you're taken or something. That's what everyone does. And he's going at it from every angle. He's starting to push her button.
Oh, yeah. And it was, but you know what the saddest thing was? That little baby in the background going, mommy, 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 when they were fighting.
That was awful.
My goodness. And they just ignored the fact that she was even talking back there. They just both ignored the fact that she was even in the car at all and that she could hear what was going on and that she was upset. They just ignored and went about their fight.
Yeah. And then dropped her off at the grandparents again. Dropped the little baby off at the grandparents.
Yeah. Dropped the baby off at the grandparents' house. And then they get into more of a rager after the baby's gone because after she's out of the car.
He's playing such a cruel game with not only the girl, but the daughter.
Yeah.
Really? And he says what he's doing this for his daughter. No, you're not. No, you know you're not.
Right. And because
that's how you justify it, but no, you're not.
That's right. Because I made notes on this. He's acting like Sarah, and not that I'm defending Sarah because I have more to say about her. He's acting like, oh, she just making all these demands on me. Well, idiot, you dated her for years. She stuck by him while he was in prison, I guess for the most part. They have a kid
Yeah.
together, and then he married her. Oh my God, why would she have any expectations at all?
And
That
then
they
brought her
might
home
be
and had sex with her.
yes. Right. Unprotected.
And
So
then took her to the jewelry store. I mean, it is
right.
And look, here's the sad thing we know because of Twitter and whatnot, she hasn't gone anywhere.
Nope.
And
Well, I
He used to cheat on her.
figured out,
goodbye.
you guys, I just figured out why he said no budgets.
Why?
Because he was already planning on getting a fight with her and not buying the ring in the first place.
I know, but he bought them.
I don't think he
What?
did.
No,
I don't
they didn't
think
buy
he
it.
did.
They just looked at him.
In the car he had on a wedding band.
Well, no, but outside, I know, but those are the ones they exchanged in prison.
Right. That had
These are
the
ones because
the 100.
you have certain things that you can't, like they tell you what they have to be when
Right.
it's in prison.
There's
You
the
can't do certain
$100
things.
limit. That was the $100, and I guess because it could cause fights.
So
yeah.
he says there's no budget and all that, and he takes her ring shopping, and then specifically gets in a fight with her. And if it's for his daughter, she's in the back seat, and he is telling her how men treat women. He is translating that, So
he shows her mother. I've got daughter. And
that's my point. Is he's teaching her that this is what men do when they love someone and when they're with them. That sets the daughter up to pick men who treat her that way.
Oh yeah, and the mother's complicit as well. The mother is showing her she. It's disgusting. And when they knew a damn camera was in the car and that baby was back there screaming, what the hell are they doing when we're not watching?
Right.
Right.
The only person in this I feel sorry for is that child who didn't ask for none of it.
Well, I think Sarah and Michael, he has a history of cheating on her in the past. This is nothing new. Okay. Just the new part is that they're married now, but apparently he's cheated. He's been a serial cheater before. This is their relationship on the norm, I bet. Where she's like, I'm done with you today. I'm done with you today. I'm done with you today. Just go somewhere. She even did the same thing at his mom's house when she was like, go, go, go. And then when he gets ready to go, she's like, you really going to go? Don't go.
Yeah. Well, he said, give me my keys.
Yeah.
Give me my keys. She threw his keys to him. I'm like, number one, where'd you get money for damn rings? 2, well, I guess that car could have been sitting around for a couple years. I don't know.
Well, she threw the keys to him, and then she follows him to the door of the car, trying not to let him in the car.
Right, but he on the road again.
But she just got through ranting in the car for like 5 minutes, saying, "I'm done with you today. Go somewhere today. I'm so sick of you today." And then when he does, then she's like, "No,
She looked at the camera, and the question, she didn't make a statement. It was a question. Well, he'll come back. The way she it was not a statement, it was more like a question. He'll come back. And it's the way her head turned, and I'm like, oh shit, honey. You'll be so mad. So I loved that she was trying to make a bold statement, but at the end just couldn't quite pull it off and her whole head tilted. Her whole head tilted when she said, back. No. So then we have, I love Megan's dad. Megan's dad, I don't understand.
Me too. It's Donnie. I love Donnie.
I understand you can't tell an adult what to do, but you can tell an adult what to do when they're living off your dime. She's obviously living in home.
True. I think that at this point he would be scared to say, "You're not doing that under my roof," because he thinks she'd move in with him. Right. And he's like, I'm not going to push that button and eject her when she's going to jump right into his passenger seat.
He's hoping and praying that this dude
screws up.
Unfortunately, that's not what happened. So here goes Dummy, landed in Buffalo. And that ignorant chauffeur holding up his little sign.
Yeah, and Michael arranged for her to be picked up with a chauffeur and everything. He arranged all of this.
Right. And she's in the car talking to the chauffeur. Do you know what he has planned? And he's like, I don't know. this chauffeur don't want to effing hear. In prison, they were engaged. And oh my God.
She was telling her the whole story. He's like, whatever.
Actually, when you're driving someone like that, it is entertaining because you're there the whole time watching it. Like when he,
I know, but look, Sass, Sass, you know that this is what he's thinking while he's driving. She's met this fucker in prison. He's probably going to slice her neck. And I'm going to have to go to court.
Okay.
Because I drove her there.
I'm laughing at this.
Will this be like OJ? And I don't mean like race-wise, I mean like lengthwise. It'll be I'll be like Kato Caitlin. This is what he's thinking in the car.
Okay, so I don't know why she even mentions the prison part. He may not have even known the prison part. She should have just said, this is exciting. My fiance is doing this. But they always have to mention the prison part.
Pretty sure she told him, because that's the first thing she says.
Did she tell him she was a virgin too?
I'm a virgin. Okay, now
that's the first thing. That's the first thing they keep saying to people. We saw it in last season with what's their faces in Canada, who ended up getting married, Mary and whatever plastic girl.
Oh God.
She announced in the wedding shop, and her fiance didn't say it and was kind of embarrassed that she did. It's like it has to come flying out of their mouths, first of all. But Michael, can we talk about how busy he must have been arranging all this when he has Sarah right there?
I want to know how he's paying for this, and it's going to be nice. I'm sure it'll be a nice little hotel room where he feloniously takes her virginity.
Well, we know how he feloniously steals it.
Yeah.
We already know how he's paying for everything. It's his goings on. That's why he's back in prison right now.
Okay. What is her name? Sarah on her Twitter taunted Megan and said he didn't have money to pay for a trip. Ha ha. So I wondered from the chat, I wonder who paid. And Melissa says maybe the show paid. Because he didn't have enough. He didn't have enough goings on to pay for a trip to Niagara Falls, apparently.
Yeah, to film a felonious virgin.
Okay. I just see I'm bad at the comments, you guys, because I'm 420'd. But Aunt Mimi just said in the chat, this is a good point to hit on from previous shows. Megan practiced her moves for when she lost her virginity. She actually played.
She did it. Oh yeah, Iridium.
Oh, that's right. She hired that lady.
That woman was teaching her how to move her fat ass.
I remember that. That's so.
And here's
weird.
what you do when you're on top and you want to make that bounce. I'm like, oh my goodness.
No, I just no that
left, right, and center.
What are you saying no to? She did do that, Iridium.
No,
did you miss that show?
I am no, I remember that. What I'm saying is, I find it everyone is different, but I find it a little unrealistic. For that to be the advice that somehow you're just going to climb on top of there and just go to town.
She'll kill him.
To a woman who has never done anything before. Does that strike you as strange?
He's a little
Am I
boy.
old-fashioned?
He's a little boy. He's going to come out hurt. I'll tell you that right now.
Hang on.
You see what I'm saying? Chat,
no, I think I'm too high to follow your train of thought. Are you asking?
She's on her first run at this.
Thank you, Shannon.
She's gonna be swinging off the damn ceiling fan, and
Well, he's just laying there. I just find this. I just think that is just not. I'm talking about.
It should be fluid. No, I didn't say fluids. I said it should be fluid, meaning it should just go the way it go.
I
He is
just
probably-
don't understand why she doesn't just relax and just be letting things happen. That's what I.
She's
So
a
I
control
don't-
She's
freak.
an organizer. She
Control
is an
freak.
organizer. She's gonna say, and in
Organizer.
2 minutes, 30 seconds, I will shift to the left, throw a leg up. Then I'm gonna go to the right a little bit.
I
And
can't
5
even.
minutes, I'm gonna jump on that little fucker like ain't nobody jumped at him before. So he gonna hurt his back.
Well, okay. So you guys, there's another channel. I forget what it is. I'm sorry to the channel because I can't remember the name, but it's this lady and she's a psychologist and she analyzes it kind of differently than most do. And she was notating that when she's a real psychologist, yes. So, but she said that she noticed that when Michael's talking to Sarah, he has such a flat affect, like he has no animation at all whatsoever. And then when he's talking to Megan, he lights up, like he smiles and stuff like that.
I said that last week.
That's true.
Yes, that's why I was
ready to rob somebody. He knows he's getting ready to rob somebody. He is going after that. It is dick by deception. That's what I call it. Dick by deception. He has lied to that girl, deceived her, and now he's slipping that wiener right in there. Dick by deception.
Can we talk about when he asked Sarah if she's ovulating and his response was, ooh wee. He doesn't even care about getting her pregnant. And do you think that Megan is really going to be wearing that he's going to be wearing any contraception with Megan? She thinks that he's pristine from prison.
What?
And he's
That is an oxymoron. Pristine from prison? No. See, okay. All right. See, I don't watch Orange is the New Black, but back in the olden days, I did see a few episodes of Oz. So I do know some things that happen in prison. And I would never assume that anyone was pristine from prison.
Well, she thinks that he hasn't had sex with anyone else. Or even in prison, I'm sure. And she's going to give her virginity to him. And you can tell he's not one up to say, I think that we should use contraception.
Oh, it's just,
I don't know if she's smart enough not to, but or smart enough to use contraception. But he just a couple of days before has had sex with Sarah, and then he's going to have sex with her. I know.
What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, he doesn't have an end game. He has no end game. He does. I mean, he has plotted out this mega plan with different shoots and coming off. I mean,
he has a trajectory.
He would rather get caught than. And this is the way a lot of men are.
I just don't understand how long he's planning on my daughter waking up with the parents at the same time. That means he would be sleeping in the same bed with Sarah. And he says he married her so that his daughter would see her parents wake up all the time in the morning together. And he's engaged to Megan. How long is he planning on keeping up the marriage facade while trying to placate Megan, she's very much like, you should be on it right now talking to me. What is going on already?
Yeah, and he thinks apparently that she's not going to demand anything of him the way Sarah is. Yeah, buddy, you're not. You ain't out yet. Well, to her, you ain't seen her yet. And once you're gonna lay around screw a couple days, then after that, it's like, all right, what's the plan? And he don't have one.
Well, you know what the saying is, Shannon. Every mistress is great until they become a wife.
I'm getting that tattoo. I'm getting a tattoo of that. That and
You know,
like,
as far as some men are concerned, they see women as being like, so she's just giving everything, it's easy. But when you become a partner and there's things that you count on, like a foundation, a home, children, etc., you start obviously
food.
having more demands. Yes, because of the situation.
You know, now
with
that
Pat and Caitlin too, because I guess it is almost like, that kind of makes sense as because I guess prison would be Matt's wife and Caitlin was the mistress, and now she's out and now Caitlin's becoming the wife because she has demands like
Well,
food.
you can't really make demands of someone in prison because they could go into lockdown and be locked down for 2 or 3 days and not be able to reach out, or can only reach out at certain times. So you can't really demand much of them.
But they get your time and they get your undivided attention.
Because
Just like-
you're donating it freely whenever they're available.
Me and Mr. 681 have we got bills we got to pay every month. We can wake up every morning, basically together. Love you. Go to bed. We have a routine, and it's something that we all know we got to do this, that, and other.
Responsibilities, yes. These are people who have had no responsibility. Someone has been telling them what time to wake up, what time to eat, what time to do whatever. They've had no responsibility.
I'm still thinking about that.
And
Lizzie and her shrimp.
Heroin and a phone. So
heroin and cell phones. For the chat, for people who never watched the show, there's a lady named Lizzie who just got out of prison, and her fiance Scott, who she doesn't know if she'll even be with a month from now or 5 years from now or whatever, and will not sleep with. He spent $90,000 making sure she had heroin and cell phones and shrimp in prison.
Yeah. She bought some shrimp with her meth. And
right. There was it was an exchange.
So next week we're gonna, Megan and here's what I'm supposing is that Sarah shows up at that damn hotel.
Do you think?
That was
in a hotel somewhere.
They show them coming and sitting down, but they've also shown previews of him in bed, like getting in bed with her or something. I recall.
Oh, yeah, no, the D is done because I've seen her go, I'm not a virgin anymore.
Yeah,
with her husband. And I'm like, okay, I'm sure your family's really proud about this.
Talking about Michael's plans, right? He clearly doesn't have a now that hearing you talk about this is very passive aggressive behavior from him because he up to this point is saying, well, I have to sleep with Sarah so I don't lose my daughter, which doesn't make any sense. But he's going to go, I'm assuming he's having unprotected sex with Megan, and in order to he is forcing the creation of a situation where he can say to both women, I can't help it if I have to go spend time. She has my child. I'm trying to be a good father. That's what I think.
He probably does hope that happens because then he can say, "Oh, I see."
Yeah, Mimi, I felt bad. I felt bad for Scott too in the beginning. And Pat Dempsey, is she hot? No.
I don't. No, I don't. I thought he was a wayward soul and just this lonely, like low self-esteem guy. But now I don't feel sorry for him. He knows he has an agenda where he was spending money and he thinks that he was getting something back. But it was an agenda. All of them have agendas that they don't say out loud to the other person.
Right.
All of them have an idea of how they see things going, but they don't say it out loud to the other person. Except probably Sarah. Sarah probably has spelled out to Michael what she thinks is going to happen.
Mimi says, Iridium, genius. It is genius. I've never thought about that. That's his end game.
Yay!
Everybody up. Just knock everybody up. Yep. And then play the good day.
So years ago,
Well,
You-
he's
you-
using it. He is
Yeah,
using it as an excuse. That's the grossest part because we saw how much he cares. They both care about. This is my opinion. How much they both care about that little girl sitting in the back
Yeah.
seat starting to yell because she's so upset. They just keep fighting. So I say neither one of them, obviously they're not putting that child first. So he wants to use the mantle of fatherhood and I'm just being a good dad, but what he wants is to just have multiple women and sexual access to them without an excuse to all of the other women because I'm assuming there will be more than two eventually because
it's
you
probably
know
about 3 right now.
Well, we don't know because he's in prison now for who knows how long.
well, that's true.
Hey, you're starting there.
But he's young.
Yes. Even if he gets
Could you
20
yell
years.
at the dog out? Lola, go. No, Lola, go, pee-pee. No, Lola, hold on, my damn dog. Go. All right, let's go. Let's just let them. Y'all do it while I go put my dog out.
Oh, Clint
Okay,
and
we'll
Tracy.
do it when you come back because I have something to
This
say
is
about
a
the
good
whole
one.
baby thing. So
Oh,
years
okay.
ago, I knew this guy, okay, fairly good looking for some. He was a little thin for my taste. But anyway, two women that I knew dated him. One had 2 children by him, but he married the other one. And the way he married her, he went back and forth between the two of them so much. They knew about each other. And it became this kind of, it became about who was with him and who had him more than even him or anything else. It was kind of like became this battle between the two of them of like who, it was crazy. And that can easily happen if Megan hasn't walked away is okay. But like he woke up from the girl's house who he had 2 kids with, kissed her goodbye, said, I love you, and went and that same day married the other one.
That's
I'm
gross.
back.
And
Yeah.
that is
I'm
so
so sorry. Our butler has the Sundays off, so he wasn't available to take the dog out, so I did it myself. I'm so sorry.
but that is look at how so it looks to me like with him back in prison based on the Twitter war that has gone on between Megan and Sarah, he's got the same situation set up where he's got both women going at each other instead of both beating up on him.
Well, that
Right.
happens
What
all
it
the
should be.
Well, no, they beat
That
up on
happens all
him.
the time.
They voiced their concern, etc., but they still hold on in the tug of war. Instead of just going, whoever he's with, I don't care. I don't want him. Like, I don't care. And walking away,
a competition now.
That's what I was just saying, Shannon, when you went to let the dog out, is that I knew a guy earlier on, a long time ago, but these 2 women were with him. One had 2 kids by him, but the other one, he would bounce between them while the one was having his kids in between and stuff. And he was always with the other one and they were bounced back and forth. And he left the one that had 2 kids, kissed her goodbye, said, I love you, and went that same day and married the other one. And then during the marriage, because they were still married, even as far as I know, probably. And he would just bounce back and forth between the 2 of them. And it became this thing between the 2 women of who he loved or who he was really with or who he really cared about, rather than either one of them just letting him go and just do whatever. You're not part of my life, you know?
Pat Dempsey says, I love the 120-pound meth dude with no teeth. Which one? I don't know. All right, good. So we've come to the
So we're
part in our
going
show
Clint and
where we get
Tracy.
to go. We get to discuss our fairy tale couple, the one that we all love, the one that we absolutely use them as a higher up goal. Clint and what's her face?
Tracy.
Tracy. When we last left our couple, she had been drunk at 11 o'clock in the morning, got his credit card, his debit card in the car, and took off.
And left. Well, she got in the back seat of a car and she took off to go because he had a car to go to the venue. She took off to go get ready for the wedding, which was that same day. And the last we saw him, he was pacing out in front and she was 2.5 hours late.
He gave her a $500 budget for her dress, and looking at the dress, she saved about $450 of that. But
No, there was no budget. He said 500, and she said it's a special day. And he said if you get one that costs more, just go ahead and do it. And left it at that with no number.
So there's Clint outside pacing. Hour 4, he's waiting for her, thinking maybe he's made a mistake. But as stupid as he is, he sits out. Oh, the Reverend Ron comes out to
Pastor Paul.
Pastor Paul.
I liked Pastor Paul. He's like,
He said,
are you sure she's
how
coming?
long have y'all known each other? Oh, we've known each other for 6 months. Chris, Mr. Orr's calling me on my phone from the living room.
So they've known each other for 6 months. He picked her up the day before from prison.
Right, so Pastor Ron now knows that we have a jailbird here, but he's talking about it. Well, we've been knowing each other for 6 months, and she just got out of prison yesterday. We're in law, and we're going to get married. And Pastor Ron is wondering where he can get some damn holy water. So
I like Pastor Paul.
I love Pastor Ron in his polyester suit.
Paul.
So then they drag Clint into the middle of a hootenanny.
Yeah, like
a bar.
Where
a bar.
It was like a dance hall.
Has just been done. Okay, boot scoot boogie.
Yeah, with a flowered archway.
Yes, with spectators all around, getting drunk, looking around.
I don't think any of those people knew him though.
Oh no!
He's from out of state. Remember, Clint is from another state.
I know. I'm saying they weren't the wedding guests. It was just some dance hall.
Yeah,
they stuck an archway. Got Pastor Paul
set it up at some bar. I don't think they knew her even. I don't think they knew either one of them.
Don't nobody know her.
He showed up.
She didn't even invite the bitches that did her hair. So we're at 5 hours. He stood in that ring of line dancing wanting to happen. People were like, get off the dance floor. For another hour. Here comes Hooker out the back of the car. She didn't have none with her. No pocketbook. Nothing. Because she done sold everything, smoked a lot of crack. Got there. Now I noticed his peoples were huge too.
I didn't know.
And so she comes. Why they show her coming through the back door, I don't know. I still don't know why that happened. She came through the back door, running all through there, meets him on the dance floor. He does that Clint squint. That's what I call it. When he scrunches his face up, I call it the Clint squint. It's great. And he was so excited that he's had to when they wake up on Christmas morning. They stop before they go into the living room and do that little squint because they don't know what's coming. So he does the Clint squint. She comes in her $50 not on sale. All right. Now, she could probably wait a day and got it for 20.
Shannon, let's pause at the entrance of the woman that's been gone all day. And even how late did she ended up being? Like 4.5 hours late or something?
5 hours.
5 hours late. Yeah. She comes 5 hours late, and she's been gone all day, dress shopping and getting ready for her day. She still has bedhead from the day before. She has not had her hair done.
On 2-for-1 blowjob day.
She did not get her makeup done. It looked like she just slapped maybe some number 2 pencil again from the prison on her eyes.
Can I borrow your backpack?
Yeah. And the most ill-fitting dress. The dress itself was pretty for an occasion, but not for a wedding dress, I didn't think. But it didn't fit her right.
No, it was too long in the torso.
Right. Nothing fits her right.
No.
She got a weird shape.
She had a fuchsia bra that was showing. She could, with all the credit card, I guess she couldn't have gotten like a white bra.
No,
No.
he gave her the
Hot babe.
wedding set. Remember in the morning,
Oh
he
yeah.
gave her the underwear that he bought that he spent like $300 on or something.
But you don't have to wear that underneath if it's going to be showing out. You change into that at the hotel.
Her black.
She doesn't think ahead. Not thinking ahead.
The dress she wore when he asked her to marry him, black. I mean, here's the bra strap all the way across the end back of it. So
Oh, that's
yeah,
true.
she's not. I mean,
Yeah.
this is not. We're talking about the Jacqueline Kennedy School of,
Couture.
young lady. Yeah, the cotillion. Will you
Yeah,
please stop texting me?
She's gone all day long for hours and hours and hours, and that's how she comes in walking in her to her wedding.
Hold on.
And then they do their vows. They do their vows, right?
God.
Hey, can I just say this? I was impressed with his. I was impressed.
I was too.
with
I was too. Mm-hmm.
He formed sentences, and he looked like he knew where to put the periods, and it was nice. And I was pleasantly shocked.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
his mom wrote them.
Me too. I took some notes on this. My summary was for him from when I very first saw you on the Looking for Prison Love website, I knew you were my soulmate. And hers, she said, even though we just recently met in prison, I feel like I've known you all my life. I don't understand. I don't understand this. These people, they don't have real relationships. I don't think any of them have ever had an authentic relationship with anybody in their lives. How do you see someone's photo on a prison love website and think that is my soulmate?
That right there, they see a picture. We mentioned this before in past of our past rehashes, that oftentimes they'll say, I saw a picture and knew that person was the one. Even on 90 Day Fiance, that has happened where they see the picture and that's the one. You're doing this basically just by the way the person looks. And knowing someone in prison, getting to know someone in prison, they are in a PTSD mindset. So you're just getting basics of that person. All of their personality and stuff is basically stifled at that point because that's just the mindset that they're in. So when they come out, there's a lot of getting to know the other person that these people don't even conceptualize. They think, oh no, I know him. I know what he'll do. Like, I don't think he'll do that to me, etc. When you don't know.
Yeah.
Case in point, Megan and Michael.
From the chat, Aunt Mimi says, Clint's first wife seemed really normal and lovely. Aunt Mimi, that is his second wife. Tracy's his third. She died?
And she has a prison record too. The one that is the manager, his boss. Yeah. He has a prison record too.
I'm surprised. Is it something about? Was she in Vegas? It's something about Las Vegas that you can have. That you can be. I don't know. You could have a prison record for crimes that involve money, but then also become the manager of a hotel where you're responsible for money. I'm just surprised.
So you're thinking they're in Houston right now, and where did he actually lives? And what is it, Alabama or something? I can't remember. I used to think too, originally that they were in Vegas, but they're in Houston
Texas
right now.
Yeah,
I don't know why I think that. How
Tracy is in Texas. He's from some other state. He flew in to get her from prison and stuff, but he's in another state.
So, all right, when they said their I do's, tears flowed.
Magical moment, magical. And then we see them in the car, and they're
when they walked right out. I said, "You don't stop and get a beer."
No, they're laughing. They're laughing and yucking it up, and then she immediately gets this panicked look on her face where she bites her fingers and is like in shock. And then she turns around to him and says, "I need to drink."
No, that is
a lie. I've said that before, both of my weddings.
That is in the car. I wrote this
Yeah.
down because I
Yeah.
was. Oh no! It was in the car right after he says. You know, we gotta make love on our wedding night, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that's when
yeah.
her face changes, like she
Didn't
hadn't
it?
realized this, and she cannot face her future. And then she says, "I need a drink," and the
Oh,
trouble
that look in
begins.
that car. She looked like a hostage.
She
She looked
did.
like the look
Yes.
over her face. And I think she was thinking, well, damn, now I got to go in here and screw him, and I ain't going to be able to get no more crack. But as we know, from that next morning, they stopped and got some crack on the way.
Yes.
Can I?
Yes.
So, yeah. So the next morning,
Tequila glass, shot glasses,
So
and ugly
so
shoes
so
everywhere.
hang on. What I think happened was she left, and that whole day she was doing drugs. When she got in the car, she started thinking about the fact that she wanted to get her next high, and that's where we see her bite
Right.
her knuckle and say she needs a drink. Is because she's already thinking she wants more crack. So
Yeah.
she ends up doing
how much
a number
crack?
on him to stop and get crack somewhere. And the next morning we see him, totally, completely despondent on the sofa with snapshots of her shoes that have been left all over the place.
The
And
sparkly
that,
shoe, like
Oh, God.
Cinderella, one
yeah.
sparkly shoe
Those
has been
sparkly
left.
shoes.
Oh no, they
How,
showed the black pump too.
He's
So they
telling
showed that there's a couple of shoes.
when that effing producer says, do you want to use my phone to call your mom and check in? Okay, this is when it all went. So he's going, Mom, I'm not crying. And she said, yes, you are. So what's wrong with you? I'm not crying. I ain't doing nothing. All right. So then he goes through the story of they stopped and got some. Well, he didn't go straight into that story. He said at 2 or 3 in the morning, she was in there. He down. He got up at 5. She was gone. And then she said she's got all these demons, Mom. She was telling me about. The mom's like, what's going on in the bathroom? Like he's not mic'd up.
right?
And she's like, oh my God. And
she says, "Oh my God!" And then her attitude is, "Well, clearly he's done. Like he's going to be done with this now."
yeah.
And she's like,
back
and
here.
he's like, "Well, I don't know how to. What does he say about fixing it or something?" And she's like, "What are you talking about? Like, what are you?"
Yeah, I gotta fix it. She says, do we just shut the phone off? And he said, no, then she won't be able to call. And she was like, call?
Yeah.
And I gotta fix it. I married her last night. And that's when the mother probably had a heart attack and died.
No, she knew they were getting married that day, but to her, she said, "You can get the marriage annulled. Like, you could just be done. Like, just annul the marriage, whatever, and be done." And to him, he's like, "But I married her. She's my goddess. And I'm married to her."
I didn't do no crack, Mom.
I didn't. That's right.
Yeah,
Tracy.
you did. Yeah, you
Tracy
did.
smoked all. You think that he did the crack too?
I think he did.
See, he's saying he didn't, but he's shocked that in the morning she wanted more.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I think he did it. I will believe that. And I think they screwed around till about 2 or 3 in the morning. He said that. Somebody's going live. And then I woke up at 5 and J-Mon's gone.
But he's surprised that she wanted more. It's like, well, she wanted more. He was shocked that she wanted more.
He said that broke his heart. But people say as a thing that people say about other things that people like, it's like crack. They say that for a reason, Clint, because you always want some more. Why did she? How much crack could she have done in a day that she still wanted more?
Here's what he said. All right, yeah.
They always want more, Iridium. They always want more. If they're addicted, they want more.
That was my point, especially crack. Crack is the crackiest.
when he's talking to his mother and he says, I'm not crying. I put LOL by that. And then he said he got up at 5 o'clock because he was going to run away.
That's
And
right.
he already had
And he
run away.
did. No, he
What
did run away. He left.
Yeah.
And when he came back, she was gone.
Yeah.
Right?
When he got up at 5, he was going to quote unquote run away. And she had already run away. This
Oh
is
my
a
God.
conversation that people who are not watching this show are thinking that's a lie. It ain't a lie. It's a damn truth. Y'all
It's
need to go watch
true.
the show.
Totally, completely, 100%.
Yeah, I jotted that. That was one of the things I wrote down. I was gonna run away. Well, tough shit. She did it before you did, dummy.
Now I don't know if sometimes the edit makes things look like they happened and they didn't happen. It appeared to me that she did leave the ring behind. She didn't
Yes.
take it.
Yes,
I was
Maybe she
surprised.
I was
Were you
surprised
guys?
too. That
Well,
was
were
it
you?
very
was.
one noble thing that Tracy did was not to sell the ring and use that for crack also.
Well,
Well, isn't she? Aren't they the ones that said that the ring had to be sized?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
It's not
They did.
sized right. So she may
Yeah.
have. I mean, I would hope that she left the ring behind. Like, I'm not going to pawn it, but it could have been left behind. Her not thinking about that.
Maybe because of the crack, right? So maybe she's not thinking clearly. But I think it might have been Sarah with the ring sizing because I had a note about her when they were trying on rings. Why is she trying a wedding ring on her pinky finger? She's like, oh, look, it looks so nice. It was on her pinky. Why?
Yeah,
Oh, and then Tracy was showing off her ring, and it looked to me like that ring was like a centimeter. Oh, maybe it was too small, but that she had a dirty Band-Aid around her finger.
Well, she has a tattoo there.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that a tattoo? It
Got
looks like a dirty
tattoo there,
Band-Aid.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
And I had a notation that it makes it look like she's wearing, you know, when your finger turns green or something because you're wearing some other kind of dumb metal that's not
people
real.
were saying that it was turning her finger green, but that's a tattoo. And
Yeah.
I wrote that down. Crack is whack. Yes, I did.
Yep. Crack is whack.
Crack is whack. I wrote it down too.
Can I say so? Now we know why, when he launched into his bizarre sort of stumbling, bumbling, non-explanation of what her charges had been in prison, he's like, well, I think there's some checks, and I'm not really sure what that was about. Now we know why that was not a big deal because of the crack, the whole crack issue. A few hot checks.
Obviously, the parole violation was testing positive for crack.
I think it was multiple things. Did I write all those down?
Back in.
There were a bunch of things I thought for
well,
her.
Yeah, multiple. But here I think those confessional camera. I don't think they're done during the show, saying clothes on. But I'm end of the show. I can't. I'm gonna. You know what I'm saying? Because he's too stupid to lie. I'm saying, and I don't. He's so stupid that. I mean, when you call, the last thing I would do if my mother has given me the credit card is call my mother and tell her that my crack addict new husband stole it. I would probably jump out the window before I did that.
Well, we have to remember that there's lots of things that his mom has done that you wouldn't do. You wouldn't have gone and bought him a suit for his wedding to his prison inmate who's getting out of prison and they're getting married the next day. You would not have bought the suit. You would not have given him a credit card for the trip. You would not have done lots of things that she's done. So clearly she enables him a lot. Can we just take a moment to thank the producers because they illustrate to us so much. We watch them get married. We see them in the car. And then the next shot that we have is Clint alone on the sofa. Yes, now we know that they filmed lots and lots and lots different, but we don't see Tracy again the whole rest of the episode. So they really illustrate to her how it was like married, bolting, like gone, like she's gone.
And they
She's
did
not.
better than last year when they didn't have a microphone over the bed.
I wish they didn't show so much of the sexual stuff just because we don't need to.
It's gratuitous.
I mean,
It's
yes.
gratuitous sex. It's not needed. It's just for shock.
Yeah,
So
well,
I guess
and they do it
we'll
so slimy kind of. Like when they showed Jonna
Oh,
and Garrett in when they stayed outside the bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to hear it to know that that's what happened. You already showed them going in there. Like, we got it.
So like I said, I didn't get to see the previews for next week, but I'm assuming well, I know this is gonna blow wide. Well, it won't, will it? I bet you Clint and Tracy won't be on because she doesn't come back for 11 days.
Well, Clint might be on. Where's the one where he's walking up and down in the parking lot with the blanket around him?
Oh my God! Look. I've been waiting
So
on
that's
that
still,
one.
coming. That's still coming.
Yeah.
Maybe that's after the Little Debbie snack cake truck fiasco.
We got that other couple with the girl who gives the dude all of her money.
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be coming up.
Who is that?
I can't remember the name.
Angela.
And is it Tony?
Tony, Angela and Tony.
Yeah,
for those of you who don't watch the show, there's a couple from last season, Angela and Tony. Tony was supposed to get out, but ended up having to stay in longer. Same thing with Lizzie. So those are carryover couples to this season. And Angela budgets $200 a month that she puts on his books, and they're coming up. We haven't seen them this time. Michael and Megan, it does show that them on a bed. So at some point we see that. But previews for next week is that we see Megan is sitting down, or is it Sarah sitting down? Anyway, one of them is sitting down at the table and the other one walks up and sits down, and they're across the table from each other.
Walks up and sits down. And I thought, you could tell Megan ain't had no, you could tell Megan ain't nobody like these people, because if you were meeting somebody like that, you don't ever put your back to the door. That is her. You could tell she's not used to fooling with these people.
Good to know, Shannon.
Because I know. Don't bitches to put their back to the door when they was trying to meet up with me.
I see.
I will come at you, and you ain't never gonna see it. So I know that's why I know she's never had to deal with any of these people. Never put your back to the door when you're having to sit there.
Well, there's a film crew there. Stupid. There's a film crew there. So I'm quite sure she's thinking, people are all standing here videotaping. There's someone with a microphone. There's lots of people.
A bitch on a dead run is hard to stop.
That camera crew is not going to be a lot of help. They were going to let Matt and Caitlin commit what would it $133? Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? I don't know. I think they're like they're not going to jump into anything. They're going to be like, we're just observers. We don't want to get involved.
We got him on camera. We'll hand you the footage.
Right, exactly. I don't see them like being brave.
If I was producing that, I'd be like, nobody get in this. This is hey, we so it'll be interesting. I kind of can't wait. We're gonna have a snowstorm. Are we gonna have a storm?
Iridium saw something from Sarah on tweet, right? Didn't you say her Twitter's still active? Sarah?
Yes.
Iridium?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they go back and forth. Her and Megan have been.
Megan's is deleted now.
Good for her.
Or hidden.
So
or
Sarah
something.
is responding to other people who are talking about the situation. Sarah is still responding.
Well, she's an idiot.
Okay.
Sorry, Sarah.
This is is this a spoiler?
No.
Oh, you don't want me to say a spoiler?
I mean,
we do those.
Do it.
Okay, here. To anyone listening, if you don't want to know something about this weird triangle, cover your ears.
Cover your ears.
Okay, so Sarah's been tweeting. She's very busy. She was tweeting right before we went live. But
Oh.
just, I think it was this week, had tweeted, someone asked, are Megan and your husband still together? And she said, Sarah says they both say no. And something like he's in jail, so, or he's back in prison.
Oh, yeah, I forgot even like jail.
Somebody else chimes in and says, well, Megan said on her Instagram that they still talk on the phone at least. But Sarah didn't know that.
If they're talking
Sarah
on the
doesn't know
phone
a lot of things.
for prison, talking on the phone is all you can do. So
So that's
that
hot and
means
heavy.
they are together as much as you can be in prison, which is how much they were together before.
Exactly. Sass hit it. Sass hit it. So the drama continues. I have a feeling that these next couple of till the end of this thing are going to be amazeballs, and then we'll have all right. So we don't have any more 90 Day Fiance. That's over and done with. But then they'll
Right.
do.
For now.
Isn't there like a after the 90 days or?
Yes.
I don't know. Look that up. After the 90
Yes.
days. Yeah.
Yes, and a new snippet was released for those people who know who Danielle and Muhammad is.
Oh my God.
Showing Danielle on a friend meetup with that guy Gabriel, who we saw in previous seasons.
No.
Yes, and they go roller skating together, and he says that he likes his women overweight, and that he was the one who sent her a picture, and she didn't respond for a while. And she said, because I'm busy, and she's eating cotton candy with him. And she's like, it'll be hard to let someone in my heart, blah, blah, blah. But he seems to be angling for a relationship, and she does too.
Well, I keep seeing these clips on YouTube that are current of Muhammad and her talking. It's like 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes. So that's the after the 90 days. That's a coming launch. So we just ended 90 Day Fiance. So we're going into the next season of After the 90 Days. They don't play him at the
He
same time.
deserves everything he gets. I'm sorry, Muhammad.
No, we're not. This is Danielle is the one. Danielle is the one that's on the show. Muhammad isn't doing anymore.
Oh well, Muhammad is on these clips.
Huh?
I hope not. Yeah, on these. I'll find one on Twitter, not on Twitter, on YouTube, and I'll DM it to you. They're recent. They're not from old ones. I'll do it.
Okay, because I know that he was doing clips right after he went to Texas, and he's been trying to get established there.
Yeah,
but I thought that Danielle is the one that signed up for the show after the 90 days, and he didn't.
No, I can't with her. She is as dumb as a brick.
That's why she's one of the biggest train wrecks to watch.
Oh, it's
and
true.
she's so manipulative. She is so manipulative. She is so good at playing poor me and pity me and feel sorry for me. But she is so manipulative. So manipulative.
Just that she's got not one person who married her, but a possible boyfriend just proves that, every pot has a lid.
Well, she said about Gabriel, she said she was kind of talking in general about guys in general. And she said, yeah, he's good looking, blah, blah, whatever. And then she said, it's awesome or it's nice or whatever when you're with a guy like that. And then they wonder, how'd you get that guy? It's like, who thinks that way?
I do.
What?
I will say, how the hell did you get that guy? When I have nice friends.
But when I'm with someone, I'm not thinking about how other people are thinking about me with this guy. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I got you. She's with the guy. She said other people will be looking. When I'm with a guy, I'm just with them, and other people are thinking whatever. She's already thinking about how other people see the relationship. So she sees that she's.
Yeah. And I would be one of those people staring at her with a funky look on my face going, what is going on there?
Well, yeah.
That's what, right. I would be doing it. Going, what in that?
Yeah, I just don't think about.
Hell.
Some people probably do that with me and whoever I'm with. I mean, people look at for whatever reason or talk about whatever. I never. She's approaching the situation that way about him. When I'm liking a guy, I'm not thinking, "Ooh, people will probably look at us and say, ooh, why are they together?"
I don't.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
get
don't
my
think it ever
point, or
does.
am I just
Yeah,
not?
I get it. I'm not. I wouldn't
I'm just
be
liking the
that.
guy, and I'm like, I like him, and there's this. I wouldn't be thinking I'm with him, and he's good looking, and other people will be wondering, how did she get him? Like what?
Look, I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure I don't have toilet paper on my shoe.
Yeah, well,
All right,
yeah.
I mean, that's
Live your life
all
and live your
about
life.
that.
Other people say whatever.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess too, with her track record, people know who she is.
Well,
And
no,
they probably will be like, But I mean,
I was just thinking to myself, like she is not one to like necessarily invest in contact lenses or any. She was working out though. It showed clips of her working out for a little while. I thought she was trying to get on a Mama June show. That was the rumor, is that she was trying to get on one of those shows like after, like where Mama June lost all that weight and stuff. They were going to do that with her. But she pissed off the producers and her manager enough that they don't want to work with her anymore.
I know, but Sass, look, I ain't being mean. I'm not being mean. Because if they did it with that damn June woman, who, by the way, is friends with Melissa on Twitter, all right, that was a stretch. They did an amazing job. I didn't think they had those bones to work with on Mama
Look,
June.
she would have been a great candidate. That's kind of out the window. But when I thought, I was like, she could improve, like she could wear contact lenses. She could wear maybe makeup and curl her hair, do her hair different or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you do. She has that weird affectation too, where she squints her eyes in opposite directions to move her glasses. Like, I don't know why she does that.
And yeah, she does have that wonky eye.
Yeah, but that can be fixed too. I mean,
I guess
medically,
think
an optometrist can fix
it would be a giant.
No.
It would be a challenge. I'm just gonna say that it would be a challenge.
The eye doesn't matter. Was the Vagu problem ever attended to? That is the pertinent point. Next to that, her eye is not important.
Oh, that's in a box in the corner of my mind that I never opened, and you just wide opened that. Oh my gosh, it's okay. It's fun to laugh at because she.
That horror story, how could any man, having heard about that on national TV and seen the look on Muhammad's face, wouldn't you be concerned? But is this new guy's like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, and maybe they don't watch the shows that she's been on, but he's on the show as well. So you have to know that he's probably watched it.
And apparently the goo problem is real in America because Ramona had it and this one has it. And Ramona got wonky eye, and I don't know if it's from the wonky eye that we got the goo. I don't know. It just seems odd to me. That
they do seem related.
Wonky eyes and goo. I don't know. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying
Oh my gosh.
So there's some kind of something going on in there, in the core of your body. Things pulling this way and the other things pulling that way, and we get you. I'm sorry. Am I right?
Oh my gosh.
It's odd to me, and I'm just gonna put it out there. We'll see, I guess. I don't know.
Well, so we have After the 90 Days coming up, so we can do Love After Lockup the rest of the season with After the 90 Days.
Yes.
Right? And finish RuPaul's Drag Race. We only have a couple episodes left.
Blue, I gotta send you those cookies back out. But I'm telling you, my husband's work loved them, so you're gonna love them too. That's a long story.
Aunt Mimi just typed PSA. Don't go to Ohio. LOL.
Wait a minute. Is Danielle from Ohio? Is what the fuck her name? Oh, what's
Yes.
her name? She's from
Yes.
Ohio.
Yes. That's what Mohammed says to her when she shows up to see him at his, was it in Florida? He's like, you can't act like this here. This is not Ohio.
Oh my God.
Which,
What in
you
the
know, I really hate that he has that kind of an impression of Ohio because he was with her. He saw a snapshot of only it that way. But Ohio's
wait, the
definitely
other two
super,
people we know?
can be super fun. But we don't see
I hope we
snapshots
don't
of that with people that seem to be there. But it can be, I'm telling you.
God, I can't believe she's from Ohio. I thought Mimi was kidding. I thought Mimi was being funny, and she's really from. She really. I'm like, oh, Mimi, that's not nice. And then y'all was like, no, she's from Ohio. Really?
Just like other people, just like some other people sometimes are.
All right. Well, it's almost 9:00. It's almost 9:00, and I'm getting ready to watch Masterpiece Victoria season 3 episode. I don't even know 3, I think.
Thank you for
And
hanging with us, chat.
thank you so much, chat. Thank you for Iridium and Sass, who indulged me in this trash TV. And so let's see, Big Celebrity Big Brother's coming on Tuesday. If I learned how to share a screen, I might. Well, I'm definitely gonna be talking about that. So I'll let y'all know because I gotta get with Susie. And we'll be here next week. We'll be here on Friday. Wait a minute. Do we come on Fridays? What is our schedule is? We got
Sunday
no. We'll
at
be
7
Sunday.
is us.
All right. And then we come on at Tuesday, but we don't have nothing to talk about
Tuesday
this
is going to be
Tuesday.
you and Susie Q, right?
Tuesday, yeah.
And Trailer Park Dave.
Right.
Hopefully.
Trailer Park.
Talking about Big Brother.
Yeah. Right. So there you go. And then because Big Brother's the show, the feeds happen every day. We'll probably have an update, maybe every other day, because a lot of people don't get feeds.
Mhm.
So look forward to that. Michelle Lynn wants to jump in on our and be on panel for our movies, and we need to start that back up. Hey, Cooper Chats. A lot of people have shown a lot of interest in doing the old movies again. So we'll all have to get together and get that going. We'll all just be on every day of the week, and y'all are gonna have to watch us.
And watch Love After Lockup if you want to participate in chat and get catty and snarky. And we invite everyone to participate. I'm not real good at watching the chat sometimes because I'm 420, but that's just I have to
Sweet
pay
Embry.
conversation.
Embry, hey, Wilby. Embry the other day said, "Where do I start with Love After Lockup?" And I'm like, "Oh,
Season
Lord.
1. Hello,
Yeah,
we have carryovers. You have to watch Lizzie and Scott from season 1 to be able to get it when they're on season 2.
Lizzie and Scott. Thank you, Cooper Chats. All right, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go watch PBS, and I'm gonna try to put these brain cells back in my head that I lost watching Love After Lockup.
Okay, bye, y'all.
Bye. Thanks, Iridium and Sass. Thank you.
Bye, Iridium.
Thank you, Chat.
Bye.
Oh, there goes my. Bye. Love you. Love you.
Bye.
Everybody.